What's going on? This is Prince, Beast Mode Marketing, Grind Time TV. Look, yo, so as you can see back here, it says, when, when more at the park, no soliciting, right? So soliciting is trying to get something from someone. Trying to get something from someone. So if you go out to a neighborhood and you just give them something, that will make them want to get something from you, then you change up the whole game. I'll go deeper into it later on. This is Prince, Beast Mode Marketing.
This call is now being recorded.
Don't get quiet now.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I thought I lost you. Yeah, man. Everything that would take you an hour.
Bro. Just don't give out.
Okay. Everything that would take you an hour and a half to 2 hours to do, and you already got services out here that would do that. Allow them to do it. Give them that 25, that 30. Boom. Okay. Now, it took them 25, no more than 30 minutes to do your car inside and out because you got 5 people on one car. You got 4 to 5 people on one car. So they didn't do what you wanted them to do. So what do? You be like, I'm not going to complain. I know they missed stuff. They train to wash and vacuum cars. But as a detailer, you tell those people, don't put this on my car. I'm still going to pay the same price, but I don't want that on my car. I don't want it in my car. I don't want that on my car. I'm going to do that when I get home. As a detailer, they be like, darn, oh, okay. He wanted us just to go ahead and just clean the car, and he still paid the same price. We ain't have to do his rims. We ain't have to put no tire shine. We didn't have to armor all the inside, and we ain't have to do, because you ain't gonna get nothing on your, no conditioning or cleaning on your seats. They will vacuum it. Okay. Yeah. All that trash and stuff that's in the car, you done pay somebody to get that out.
Yeah.
But
get that out.
My thing is, as a detailer, if you pay somebody to work with you, whether you pay them by the hour or you pay them percentage of each car, it don't matter. When you look at the end of the day and the end of the week, every car that you do, that person, the places that you take your vehicle, they're not your employees. They get paid by the hour to be there, plus tips. Just, just like barbershops, you know what I'm saying? You got one barber in there that owns the whole joint. Everybody else pay him rent. So, flip that damn same recipe into detailing. You know what I'm saying? So to speak. I don't need to hire somebody when I can take these vehicles over here, let them do that part. Because what you're doing, you're going to put that part back in, is already in the price. Yeah. So you're not missing it.
Yeah.
So, you're not missing it. So therefore, it ain't that you're using nobody. These are companies that's meant for that. They do what everybody else is too lazy to do. Whether you're a detailer or just a vehicle owner, however you want to put it. So to me, you already got an establishment built, and your prices start here. I want that. That's all I need. That saves me an hour and a half to 2 hours of time to do what I got to do. But you also have the right to inspect your car and say, you didn't get that right there. You didn't get that right there. But everything else, boom. I'm good. I got it. I got it. And they be like, you sure you don't want me to clean the dash? You sure you don't want me to clean the dash? Yes, I want you to clean the dash. With an all-purpose cleaner or a clean, wet rag. Get the dust off. Do the same thing for the center console. Do the same thing for all the electronics. That's good. I want it dry. I want it ashy as hell. But they don't know when you get home, you get ready to add your magic. And you pay $25, $35. But if it's your car, that's one thing. But if it's a customer's car, you already know what you're charging.
Yep.
So why not? And it's not using nobody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are people right here in my neighborhood go to the full service car wash all the time, and I can look at them and tell when they went. And I can look at their tires when they ride by. I can look at their rims, and I can look at the car, and I be like, okay. But they content. When they get home, they ain't gonna do nothing extra to that vehicle. But then you got some of the young guys, they might go home and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna put some tire shine on my car and everything. All right, that's fine and that's good, you know. But when you're a detailer, I think that you could think smart and let somebody else that works for a company, that get paid by the hour and everything, let them 3 or 4 people knock your car out. You only spend 20, 30 minutes because you got 4 people on the car. You one person. With those 3 or 4 people, you got one person vacuuming, the other people drying down the car, and you got one person drying down the rims, putting on tire shine, and you out of there.
Yeah.
So it's a recipe that works for any and everybody. But when you get ready to work your magic, you're not working your magic there. Because like I said, these people are employed by this company, and that's all they know what to do. They do every car the same way. They pretty much use the same damn tiles on the next car behind you. Nah, but you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. You didn't ask for a detail, and if you did, they couldn't do it if you told them, I want a full detail. They don't know what a full detail is. All they know is that all of these vehicles are done the same way. This is what we were trained to do, and this is that. And that's how they save money on products and everything else.
Yeah. The thing about car washes is they have so much in volume, so many cars. The name of the game is to get the low
in and out.
Yeah, quick money. Quick money.
Yeah.
Avoid the details. That's why we make money. That's what they
do.
And
you got a lot of people.
They are detailed, then they'll do their best. But I mean,
I have a couple of people in my neighborhood that they know when they get ready to go somewhere out of town and they just want their car vacuumed, they want all crumbs and all the stuff out of their seats, and they want their car washed, and they just want a little tire shine, a little wipe down. They don't even bother coming to me no more. For one, I'm going to take too long, and 2, I'm going to charge more than them. But they will come to me if they ain't going out of town. But when they want something done quick, it's like, okay, if you hungry right now, are you going to wait till wifey come home and cook? Or are you going to go in there and cook? Or are you going to jump in your car and go grab a quick burger just because you're hungry right now? So, fast food, washes, vacuums, ain't nothing different than taking your child to Mickey D's real quick, fast, and in a hurry on the way home from picking him or her up from school, and grabbing them something until dinner is ready because they're hungry. They haven't had anything since lunch. Same damn way when it comes to getting vehicles vacuumed, washed, wiped down. But when you get it back home, the recipe starts for you. That vacuuming and washing and drying, that's done. Because by the time you drive from that spot back to your spot, you'll see everything that they missed on the outside, and you're already seeing every damn thing they missed on the inside, and so therefore you go from there. It's like having an employee, but you're getting done faster.
Yeah.
So you pay four people. You pay four people to do the vehicle. You know, you pay four people to do the vehicle instead of paying one person and you and that person be out there for a couple of hours.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they there for. They don't know if you're a detailer or not. They don't ask no damn questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage, man. Take advantage, bro.
I mean, they love to see women coming because they be like, well, she ain't gonna know. Because I know people that work at car washes like that. I know people, and all they do is the same thing all day, every day. Boom, 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 boom. From the time they start until the time they finish, it's the same stuff. But they don't know nothing about detailing because you're not going to find detailing tools and detailing products, real detailing products, when you go get it done. You just want the motherfucker washed. You want it vacuumed. You want the dashboard that's dusty wiped down. You want your center console. Most cars these days, everything got a center console, automatic or gear shift in the floor. You just want everything wiped down. You want to do your magic in the end, which is going to take you 45 minutes for the interior.
Yeah.
Then you're going to do your little love on the outside.
Yeah.
So what? Make it smell good, make it look good. So at the same time, what would take one person as a detailer to do, and it normally take them 2 to 3 hours, or you know, to do it right as a detail, you done cut some time by having it prepped, because it's not detailed, it's just prepped for the detailer to come in to do their magic.
That's deep. Bro, you deep.
So pay people to prep.
Prep. Yes.
That's what you do.
Yes.
Those guys some of the guys at the car wash came over and asked me, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I apologize. Go ahead. Please, go.
Some of the guys that worked at the car washes around here came over and said, how much would you charge me to teach me how to really detail?
Ooh.
And I know where they work at. They work at TLC.
Too much. Yeah, you're going too much. That's too much. You about to get into something.
Okay. Well.
Nope.
Okay, I won't.
Side conversation all day long. I know where you're going.
Okay.
With it. I know where you're going with it.
Okay.
That's what I'm writing down right now. When you call now, that's what I'm writing down.
Right. So, you know, I mean, they got maids. They got a company called something Maids, Mary Maids or something.
Yeah.
Molly Maids and all that stuff. You know, they'll come around and clean your house for you.
Ooh.
You ain't got the time.
Are you about to get into detailing houses, bro?
No, what I'm talking about is that.
Let's talk.
You
about
have.
It, bro.
Okay.
Do you clean your house, bro, or do you detail your house? Because in reality, in my home, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Just wash the dishes, homie. I detail the dishes. I
Yeah.
detail them.
I had somebody, speaking of that, speaking of that, I had somebody come over my house, and they said they're going to do the dishes.
Yeah.
And they took the dishes, because I did the cooking, they took the dishes out the sink and put them in the dishwasher. I went back later and took all the dishes out the dishwasher and put them back in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
They said, no, I'm getting ready to ask you where's your solution or whatever that you put in there, because I'm getting ready to turn that on. And I looked at him and told him, I said, this is a dishwasher. If food is on the plate, it's not going to scrub it off. You got to remove the food off the plate. You got to get the scum off the glasses, just to make sure that they're ready to go into the cabinets. It's a dishwasher, not a dish scrubber.
Ooh, not a detailer.
Exactly.
Oh, you fired, dude. You fired, boom. I find a bomb in my joint. I'll drop a bomb on this video, B. Boom.
Okay. You know, I mean, so it's the same damn thing.
Same concept.
It's the same concept. Because when me and my wife go get our oil change, I use synthetic oil. So anytime you come into that company to get your oil change, anything that's over a certain price, they got a car wash, and they give you a code, and you can just come out and go in the car wash and get a free car wash. Okay, but a lot of people do it. I don't, but I have did it in an emergency, you know, where I'll be like, we just running through that damn thing, you know. But the thing is, the machines only spray and the brushes only hit the exterior. It's not going to scrub those rims and those tires. It's not going to get in that grill excellent and perfect. But what it does, it takes a lot of the work out. And if you know what you want, but see, things like that is not meant for men. It's meant for women. To me.
Yeah.
You know, and if you know better, you would never take your car to a place like that would beat the hell out your damn car. And it's done beat thousands of cars in the past couple of months.
Yo, bro, they beat 10,000 cars today or more. Millions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day.
But, like I say, both of my vehicles need paint jobs. From a distance, they look great. 10 feet away, 10 miles an hour, they fucked up. You know, but from a distance. But, you know, the car wasn't in 100% shape when we bought it. You know, the vehicle. So, you know. Exactly. You know, because I asked a guy one day, and he was talking to me, and I told him what I do, and he told me, he says, I detail too. When he said that, I was like, okay, this is another one of these Joe Blows that, you know, he you know, I mean, because he was over here talking to me because we were talking about what he would charge me to cut my grass. But he said he detailed. By the time I finished talking to the guy and showing him some of the things that I use, the guy was so damn quiet to the point where I said, it's a difference. He was so damn quiet he couldn't say anything because I said, it's a difference in a car washer and a detailer. I said, car washers, you'll never see those guys with this kind of stuff. And I went to show him stuff. And him and his brother, they were looking and they were like, oh, you serious about your shit? I said, that's what a detailer does. A detailer is serious about his shit. I said, but that's the reason why I'm not trying to put you down. I said, there's nothing wrong with being a car washer. But when you say you're a detailer, these are the things that you must have to detail a vehicle. You know, I said, because without them, you're not going to get it done right. You know. And I knew for a fact that he didn't have it. But you got some brothers out here, you could tell them you do whatever you do. Yeah, man. Even if you don't do it, they're going to tell you, I got somebody that do.
True.
They're going to tell you all kind of stuff.
True.
Okay, so with valet detailing, basically, this is one form of valet detailing, what we were just discussing. It is, a form I like to practice every now and then, especially if I'm in a rush or I got multiple cars and, you know what I'm saying, I need to go ahead and get the money, or I just don't feel like washing the car. I can take it down there, let them boys do it at the car wash. All right? And they charge me one price. I have the client. I charge the client another price. I add on my little special techniques at the end of their car wash. So they're going to vacuum it out. They're going to clean everything. I get it. I'm like a taskmaster sometimes. I'll be like, yo, get this, get this, get this, get this, get this. Right? And because I'm a paying client, they have to do it without question. All right. And once they're finished doing all the stuff that I told them to do, I overcheck it, make sure everything is good, check my rims, check my windows. You know what I'm saying? I'll always make them go over the windows twice. Even if I don't see a streak, go over it again. I just want to make sure. All right. And then I go ahead and do my little wax thing. Now, as far as the interior go, you can bring, I have a little kit that I bring with me every time I do valet detailing, and I can detail it right there. So I have my tire shine with me. I got my wax with me. I got my own kind of window cleaner with me, right? I got my dashboard protection with me. I got, it's a very small kit that I carry with me in a small briefcase. All right. And I have I have a battery operated buffer that I can use if I wanted to use it. However, hand waxing it is not a big deal either. It's just if you want to do it, and then everything else is pretty much cosmetics. That's all it is. So it takes your full detail, let's say a 3-hour detail, down to more like an hour and a half, because all the prep work was done. What Styles was talking about, all the prep work was done, right? So it's like when I was going through this series of training your helper. And when you train your helper, it's certain ways you want him to be. However, these guys up here, man, I just want you to go ahead and just bang it out, right? Just go ahead and wash the car just like you wash everything else. And then what I do, let's say the car wash is $25. I charge my clients $275. All right. And then I made a profit of $250, and I got it in like an hour and a half. Now, there are some downfalls to this strategy. The downfall is if you're using one particular car wash, and let's say you got a detail in another city, it's a totally different situation. I mean, you have to deal with the traveling, is what I'm saying. If the customer doesn't mind the miles, no big deal. But the traveling, so one time I grabbed a car from one place, brought it back. It took me 20 minutes to get from her location to the car wash, an hour and a half after that. So that's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. I got back on the road, and I had the whole thing done in 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, better than 3 hours, but still, I lost a little time. And I found another way to do it, what I call rock star detailing, where I use Uber. And I do that joint fast, bro, with no car, right? I got to get into it some other time, right? With you detailing cars with no car. No, you mobile detailer. How can you be a mobile detailer without a car, without a vehicle, right? That's rock star detailing, bro. Rock star. I've pulled up in people. Let me tell you a quick scenario. then I'm gonna let you brothers go. I did 4 vehicles in one day, right? Doesn't seem like it was, with no car, by the way. No water, no car. All right? And only thing I brought with me was the the little stuff that I really needed, my kit. And I used Uber. Right? I had 3 details in Durham and 1 detail outside the city in Raleigh. I took an Uber to Raleigh, banged that car out in an hour and a half. I took the Uber from Raleigh to Durham to my next appointment, banged that car out in an hour and a half. Now, it took me 30 minutes to get from Raleigh back to Durham, all right, to my next appointment. But I banged that joint out in an hour and a half, all right? Then I went and did my other 3 appointments, which was only like 5 to 10, 15 minutes away. Now, you could have did this. I could have did it in a car. I mean, in my own auto detailing video. In my own auto detailing video. I mean, auto detailing van, right? But I wanted to see if I could do it. Okay? If it can be done. And so that day, it was the easy $200 per car, per vehicle. All right? Uber charged me. I took the Uber medium class or whatever they call it. And or the large class. I think I took the large class. Anyway, it cost me $40 to get to Raleigh. All right? Now, I took that out of my $200 detail. I came home with $160. That's there and back to Durham, by the way. It cost me $40. Okay? When I got to my next appointment, it was only $12 to get from one appointment to the next, about 12, 13, somewhere around there, right? Very low price. And you was just stacking, and then I took that mug back home. I took the luxury joint back home, B. So like, now here's what's crazy. So you have to be able to imagine this. All right, I have some pictures and some videos, but I'm not posting them no time soon. But I'll show you from time to time. You show up in a I don't know, a Toyota Camry, and then you leave in a freaking Lexus or you show up in a BMW, you leave in a Lexus. Right? Show up in a BMW, you leave in a Lexus. You show up in a Lexus, you leave in a Grand Jeep Cherokee. You show up in a Grand Jeep Cherokee, you leave in a Honda Accord. Like it's so much fun. And while you're there now, here's the cool part. While you're there, you're conversating with the Uber driver. Right? We want to get a contract with Uber. We want to detail all your cars. And you just tell them, hey man, I do detailing. If you ever need your car detailed, man, just call me. Here's my phone number. Boom. So I hope I said something to bless you. Till next time, Grind Time Prince, Beast Mode Marketing.